I should have ignored the call from dispatch that night, because by then every part of me knew something in the park was wrong. But fear has a way of trapping you once you start chasing answers. And around 11:40 p.m., Grant told me nobody had heard from Harris since he left the station earlier that evening. At first it didn't sound serious, because rangers lose signal all the time in the northern side of the park. But Harris never ignored check-ins, never left his radio silent for hours. And the longer the station stayed quiet, the worse the feeling in my stomach became. I volunteered to drive to his cabin before anyone else could stop me, mostly because I didn't want to explain why his disappearance felt connected to the tower. The storm outside had knocked out half the power lines near the employee cabins, and the road through the forest was almost completely black, except for my headlights cutting between the trees. Every few minutes I caught myself looking in the mirror, expecting to see another vehicle behind me, even though the road was empty for miles. When I finally reached Harris's cabin, I noticed his front door was slightly open, moving slowly in the wind. Harris was paranoid about security. He locked everything. Seeing that door open made my chest tighten instantly. I stepped out of the truck and called his name, but the only answer was the sound of rain dripping from the roof. Inside, every light in the cabin was on. Kitchen light, bedroom light, bathroom light. Even the lamp beside the couch glowed against the dark windows. The place looked normal at first glance. His boots near the door, jacket hanging over a chair, coffee mug still sitting on the counter. But something about it felt staged, like someone had tried too hard to make the cabin look occupied. Then I heard water running deeper inside the house. The shower, steady, constant. I stood there listening for a few seconds, because hearing ordinary sounds in an empty house somehow felt worse than silence. "Harris?" I called again, louder this time. No answer. I slowly walked down the hallway toward the bathroom. The closer I got, the warmer the air became, until steam drifted beneath the half-open door. I pushed it open carefully. The shower curtain was closed, water pounding against the inside hard enough to make the fabric twitch slightly. The mirror above the sink was fogged over, except for 3 words written across it with a finger. "You brought it." My stomach dropped immediately, because I knew the message wasn't talking about Harris anymore. It was talking about me. Before I could move, the shower curtain shifted slightly from inside the tub like someone had leaned against it. My heart started hammering. Every part of me wanted to run, but instead, I grabbed the curtain and pulled it open in one fast motion. The tub was empty. No Harris. Nobody there. Just water pouring into a bathtub filled with muddy footprints, slowly washing toward the drain. I stumbled backward, breathing hard, and when I looked at the mirror again, the writing had changed. I swear it had changed. The words now read, "Turn around." I froze, because behind me, somewhere out in the hallway, I heard a wet footstep hit the wooden floor, then another, slow, heavy, getting closer. I couldn't force myself to turn. I just stared at my reflection in the mirror, while the footsteps approached behind me, dragging water across the floorboards. Then something happened that I still can't explain. My reflection started moving before I did. The version of me in the mirror slowly turned its head toward the hallway, while I was still frozen in place. And then, from somewhere just outside the bathroom door, I heard my own voice whisper softly, "You finally brought me home."